Welcome back to another video, everybody. We're going to do water change on our 40-gallon breeder here. As you can see, it's pretty dirty. There's a lot of different methods of doing water changes and ideas. How long in between water changes, how much of the water to change. There's a lot of info out there. We might go into that in some more detail, but we're going to show you how we do it.
The girls here create quite a mess. They leave a lot of food remnant behind that Jerry the Pleco can't always eat up, and it takes the water to a level of cloudiness that it's not healthy for them, and it creates certain chemicals that are also not healthy for them. So the girls take more water changes than if the squishies or the buttheads would. We usually do anywhere from a 10 to 40% water change depending on how cloudy the water is. We are going to do actually half water change on the girls. It's going to be a 20-gallon water change.
We've got 20 of these gallon containers, and we'll get into why we use that in a little bit. It's a good time to clean the inside of the walls. It's got some algae in there. It's a little tool that we got. Do you like this tool?
Handy dandy.
It's foamy. It's not too bad. Sometimes they like to attack it. Like, what are you doing in my tank?
Sometimes they're skittish, sometimes they are totally fine with that whole water change idea and the cleaning of the tank. Jerry's always hiding though. The only time you ever see him is when you feed everybody.
Make sure you get the back. If anyone wanted to know what we use for a background, we got a good idea from the King of DIY, also on YouTube. Shout out to him. Maybe he could do one for us. That would be nice. The backs of our aquariums are simple car window tint. It goes on nice and smooth, and it really, at least with the goldfish, makes their colors pop.
It also helps that if your tank faces a window or an area where sunlight's coming in, it filters the sunlight down so that it doesn't create algae growth in your tank. Now, being that the girls are such dirty little critters, we try to keep up with a 2-week water change. Every once in a while we get super busy, or things come up in life and it goes to a month.
And you can always tell, especially with goldfish, sometimes their water stays clean for a lot longer. Sometimes within 2 weeks it's starting to look like crap. It's just good to get some fresh clean water in there. Our filter has a bit of a waterfall type thing on here. I kind of like this Tidal filter, but it's has its downfalls. Maybe we'll do a video about that. But as long as we're changing the water, it's a good time to just kind of scrub that gunk off of there.
We have water jugs. The reason we decide to bottle them in milk jugs is because they're sealed off in their own little compartments. They're easy to transport and easy to use. We can count how many exact gallons we're taking out of the tank. We don't just pour them down the drain. We use them for plants, whether it's house plants, hydroponic. It's kind of like we're recycling the water.
Plus the plants love it. They love the fish poop.
We have to use a special water conditioner treatment that takes the chlorine out.
In the summertime, we know of an artesian well nearby, and we go and actually fetch water. Fish seem to like it.
Actually, I think the fish tank stays cleaner in the summer than it does in the winter, to be honest with you.
Right. You get this end.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
The first few times, we had water everywhere. Ooh, you got some good chunks in that one.
Get all of the chunks that you can. Seems like the plecostomus just kind of stiffen up when they get scared. They're super stiff. All their pointies come out. All the spikes.
Now, we decided to go with the bare bottom tank here. We did have gravel in the 10-gallon tank and realized it encapsulated a lot of their gunk and their food remnants, and the tank would get worse and worse. So we had recommendations to switch to a bare bottom tank for these guys because they, like we have said previous, they poop a lot and they are very dirty fish compared to most other fish, and it helps keep the waste down in the tank and it's easier to clean. But some people still like to do gravel in the tanks, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's kind of a decorative thing for the most part.
Only 17 more gallons to go. There's a lot of little floaties in the water and stuff. I just kind of, there's no way I can get them all. There's just too many, but
It's kind of like your Aquarium Lovers Candy Crush game.
yeah. Just a little disclosure, we're not aquarium experts by any means. Just like anything, you never stop learning about it. You guys think that there's a better method out there or something that we could be doing better? Let us know.
Yeah, we're always into shortcuts.
Some feedback is always helpful. It's a good thing our fish are all too big to get sucked up in this hose. Last gallon, are you excited? Oh, the tricky part at the end is the...
Time it just right so you don't overflow.
I can almost see it from here.
Almost. Do you need your bifocals there, Grandpa?
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Oh.
God, perfect 10 score on that one. That's why the man gets...
Excuse me?
That's why the man gets charge of the hose, because they know what they're doing.
You just leaked everywhere.
Oh God, that happens. Now we gotta put the water back in. That's the worst part, because I get to carry it. 2 5-gallon pails. Wintertime, you get a bit sluggish. You know, you don't move as much. You eat a little more food. You get kind of fat and jumbly like this. So if I gotta carry a little bit of water, it might be good for me.
Picked a great night to do this. It's supposed to be freezing rain.
Not yet. Put some water back in there. Oh, Molly. Do it again. Round 2. Hi. Still not enough. One more time. Yay. Yes, I will go and fetch the water. Oh yeah! Dad noises. Almost there. 1 for the money, 2 for the show.
3 to get ready and go, go, go.
Very, very good. Well, we got all the water back in there. It's filled back up, and I have to say, they look a lot better.
I totally agree.
That's how we do our water change in our 40 breeder. Hope you enjoyed it. Come back for more.